Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, I have two moonstone cutting dies. They're edge-it cutting dies. I have Noel and Snow, and this is a card that my friend Debbie made. She used suede paper on this, you guys, so it has texture on the front. Look at that. The edge of this card is so beautiful. I'm going to show you all about it. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, this is what the dies look like. Very intricate. If you place them on the edge of your card, I'm going to kind of do a demo of this in a minute. Just like that. This is what they look like when you just cut them out of just your plain white cards. Really, really beautiful. And the snow as well. And for the snow one, this is how it looks when the card is die cut like this, and then this piece just comes right off like that. All right, so let's do a little bit of a demo on that, and then I'm going to go back and talk to you about the card that Debbie made. All right, so let's start with blank card. And we're going to do, I think, Noel. So if you have, I'm starting off with a card that's 5 by 6.5 inches. Now you could use a 6-inch wide card, okay? I could cut this one down, but I want to make it from slightly larger card because 6.5 inches or above won't fit through your 6-inch wide platform on a die cutting machine like a Big Shot, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this and we're going to put it right about here, and we're going to take a little low tack tape, and all of these items can be found down below our video if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. If you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video and you'll see a link that'll take you to this page. So I'm going to secure that. I like to secure it on the part that's going to just be cut away, right? And then we're going to take this, and remember this card is 5 inches wide. We're going to make a little die cut sandwich. We're going to take the back of the card. We're going to take, I usually use 1 layer of scrap cardstock, but because this is so intricate and there's so many little like snowflakes and things like that to die cut, I recommend 2 layers of cardstock. So we're going to shim it, and we're going to place that right there. Then we're taking the back of the card and we're folding that over. We're turning it. Now instead of being 6.5 inches wide trying to get through our die cutting machine, now we're 5 inches wide. We're going to put this through our die cutting machine, okay? And when it comes out, it's going to look, grab my other piece, it's going to look just like this, all right? And then I'm going to take my little scissors, and I'm just going to make a cut. You can cut it like that to cut away the bottom part, and at the top as well. And then this just comes off. And then sometimes there's like the little pieces here that you need to kind of use your little pokey tool to get some of those little pieces. But that's why we're using several layers of scrap cardstock to shim it, so there's more pressure going through and it will come out more cleanly. So this is what we're left with. Now these cards are just beautiful white like this, but you'll notice that having made the die cut sandwich, that you get a lot of distortion on the back of your card, okay? Sometimes even like an imprint on the back. So we're gonna go ahead and cover that up. I took some gold cardstock. You could use solid cardstock too, and I'm gonna put it right there. So I'm using Miri by Hunkydory Crafts. This is Glamorous Gold. Got a really beautiful mirror finish. That's why they call it Miri. You could glue this down. I prefer to use a little tear tape, little tape, extra sticky tape, whichever one you want to use. These are our 2 favorite at Paper Wishes, and I'll link both of those down below the video. And we're just going to center this on the card back. So there's a little white border going all the way around. Okay, so now we've covered up that piece, so people are opening it up and going, oh, how pretty. Where would you write your greeting if it's like this? Well, you could write your greeting over here, or you could just take a little piece of maybe a triangular piece of white cardstock, like right here, and you could absolutely put a little bit there and use that to write your little greeting. So then what else could you do to decorate this card? I've got some beautiful gold mirror, because we're using this mirror finish, Jewel Dazzle stickers. So we have the straight line ones and then these. And I've just got some ones here that I've already used. So I'm gonna go ahead and use those. And then I'm just gonna take one of these and just place it right there. I like to keep them pretty straight, go all the way across. And then I'm gonna do another one. So this is, I'm gonna show you some really fabulous cards that Debbie made using these cutting dies. They're pretty elaborate. I wanted to show you, you could make a quick card too. So this one needs to go over a little bit. So we can just kind of move it like that. And then we're just gonna trim that just like that. All right, and then I have a little gold ribbon. Whoops, my extra pieces of border dazzle are sticking to me. I have a little gold bow. I just put a little Zot adhesive dot on there and put that like right, well, let's see, where should we put it? We could put it right here actually. I think that looks nice. Right there. And then I have a little jewel picker, which is just a kind of a sticky little end. This one's a double-ended jewel picker. And we can take our little mirror finish dazzle stickers, and you just kind of take those and kind of swirl them a little bit, and they let go. And then you could go ahead and just put those all around like that. We want to keep this just simple, but just adding a little bit of sparkle. See how I'm doing that on that O for Noel? And then I'll just do a couple here. Go. Once I pop them on, I like to press them down with my finger to keep them nice and flush with that paper. And I think just like 3 on each one is going to be all we need, because this is so ornate. And just let that cutting die really shine. We've got this last one up here. There, and one more. There. All right, and that's all I'm going to do for this really simple version of this card. Okay, so now that you know how to make these, let's jump in and talk about this one that Debbie made, which is our giveaway card. So it's fantastic. This one's also 5 by 6.5 inches. I'm gonna tell you what she used on it, and then I'll tell you about the giveaway. So for this one, she took her plain white card, okay? And on this, she actually, let me get my sample here. She took some blue suede paper. I think it's called Ocean Suede. It's absolutely gorgeous. And she glued this to her card front, okay? She glued that to the card front, let that glue dry. And then she placed the cutting die over this, just like I showed you before, and she ran it through her die cutting machine. And then when she removed that die, she had this gorgeous, gorgeous piece. So there's paper on the back here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. If you're not familiar with suede paper, there's paper on the back, but then there's this like fabric that's got a texture, okay? It's synthetic suede, and it's just beautiful. It's kind of a brushed suede feeling. And then she covered the inside with some beautiful snowflake paper using Christmas Cardinals 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. This is a new one. She wanted to keep this very much lots of blues and things, so she used just the snowflake paper right there, covered the inside. Then she just took a little strip of that and just attached it to the side, kind of where I did with my gold mirror jewel dazzle stickers. And then on either side of that little strip of paper, she added some silver, like holographic jewel dazzle stickers on either side, and they do stick to the suede. And then on the inside here, she used the Christmas Cardinals coordinating die cuts, okay? And she took this little piece right here that's a little border, and she glued it here just about, you know, a 1/4 inch from the right edge, and then added some more of those border dazzle stickers. She took some of the pieces from the cutting die that just were evacuated here, these snowflakes, and she glued them right here, along with some silver Jewel Dazzle stickers, these little ones like this. She used the same method that I did using the jewel picker. She put them on the inside as well, and here, okay, and on the front. Really beautiful. Good job, Debbie. It's just gorgeous. So let me tell you about this card. It's our giveaway card for this episode, and how we do that is we're trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. If you're watching us on our paperwishes.com webisode page, just expand the screen, you'll see a YouTube icon, or you can just head on over to YouTube and search paperwishes.com or Paper Wishes, and subscribe to our Paper Wishes channel on YouTube. Give this video a like or a thumbs up, and then leave us a comment. And then after about a week, well, we reply to everyone's comment every time with a thank you for watching, so glad you liked it. But on the winner's comment, after about a week, we'll say, congratulations, YouTube username blank, whatever that person's unique username is. And then we'll give instructions on how to claim their card. And they just have to email customer service to do that. Let's see, what else can I tell you? It's a good idea to hit that notification bell on the very top right-hand corner, so you know when we're trying to contact you, you get a notification. And we do this every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of our videos. So you would have to participate in each one in order to enter. All right, so yeah, that's our giveaway card. All right, let's take a look at another one using the Noel. Look at this one. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the plaid on that, so fun. On the inside, so Debbie did this one again, and she covered her card back with, and the front actually, using, just want to make sure, yes she did, using Christmas Floral Plaid's solid cardstock, okay, the red and the green. And then she went ahead and placed her Noel cutting die. And then you guys, she ran this through the printer when it was just, not ran this through the printer, ran this through her die cutting machine, just with those solids, not with the plaid paper yet. And then once that was, all the little pieces were evacuated, then she took her 6x6 paper and used one of the plaids. It was this one right here. Then she took that, you guys, and I will note, this is a 6-inch tall card. And she took her paper and she actually took some scissors, placed her paper here, and then just sort of freehand cut around all these little poinsettias, and then just glued that to the card front. Then she took the extra paper and she ran it through the die cutting machine using that same Noel cutting die. And then she just took her little scissors and she cut out around all of those little letters, used her little bottle, fine tip applicator bottle filled with Cosmic Shimmer glue to attach those plaid letters over the solid cardstock ones. And then you guys used some red Jewel Dazzle stickers with a little jewel picker like I did. I love how she did that with the poinsettia centers. Look at that. And really just jeweled up this card. These are cutouts from the 6x6 paper pack. And then on each side, she added a gold jeweled border dazzle sticker. Very, very beautiful. I love what she did. All right, for my last one, Debbie did something amazing. Look at this one, you guys. This one is a 5x6.5, and she used a sort of spring summer paper pack on this one, you guys. Look at this. She used watercolor wildflowers. She used this paper right here to cover the back. Actually, she covered the front of her card. There we go. And then she used solid cardstock to go with it. She used the purple version, okay? And then she just went ahead and took that solid purple cardstock and she ran that through the die cutting machine using the snow. She didn't have to use the card and the fold and everything. She just cut out a rectangle image of paper, stuck it on there. Then you guys, for a second layer, this is amazing. She used this. This is actually glitter foam sheets. It's squishy, like a marshmallow, but look how glittery it is. She put her snow, so she cut this into a rectangle as well. went ahead and put it on there, taped it down just like she would a card front, ran it through her die cutting machine, and then she layered the foam one on top of the purple, and then just took her little daubers, her little sponge daubers, and a couple of colors of ink. She used teal and violet to color that foam. Isn't that amazing? And then she added some really beautiful little adhesive jewels. This is aqua and purple, and added those as well. And look at the sparkle on this card. And there's like dimension on it because it's squishy, but it just die cut really beautifully. All right, fantastic collection here, you guys. Don't forget, we have a money saver using these 2 cutting dies. It's right there on the right-hand side if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. And if you're watching us on our YouTube channel, then all you have to do is look down below the video in the description box, and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. That's where you're going to find the money saver, and then listed down below on our webisode page, you'll see all the items, all of the Dazzle stickers, the different paper packs that we used to recreate these cards, and you'll also see full color photos of all these cards as well. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Don't forget to participate in the giveaway, and I'll see you next time.